It's time to talk about video games. These are the best games I played in 2023. All these games are not games that came out in 2023, but they are games that I played in 2023 and thoroughly enjoyed. Some of them did come out in 2023, like our first one, Alpath. This is a survival clicker crafting game, and you're probably thinking, wow, that sounds boring as shit. And honestly, it's not. It's actually really fun and really addictive and has great music, great aesthetics, and I enjoyed every single hour I played this game. I don't know why it works, but it works really, really well. Something in my brain just activates every time I'm clicking on shit, and I'm slowly optimizing and destroying this beautiful world, and then great music comes on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I'm probably not doing the right thing in the grander scheme of things, but this game fucking rocks. It's great. I enjoy it a lot. It goes on sale for pretty cheap. It's cheap in general. If you're interested in that at all, I think you should play it. Pseudo Regalia. This is the only good 3D Metroidvania that has come out in the past, like, I want to say 10 years. It's been so long. Like, a true blue Metroidvania that isn't like an immersive sim, like Prey 2017, for example. That game fucks, by the way. But, movement with shades of Mario 64, great discovery, wonderful aesthetics, great music, level design in general is great. The boss fights are just kind of there, but who gives a shit? The exploration and the abilities that you get for movement are all so goddamn fucking fun that it just all comes together. And I beat it, I think, in 2 sittings, and they were a really fun 2 sittings. This game's like $6. You can't go wrong. Lunacid or Lunacid or something involving the moon. This is a very large homage to the Kingsfield series by FromSoft. It has some aesthetics that are clashing in a cool way, and I enjoy the exploration, world design. All the stuff is updated from Kingsfield, but then some of the baggage is still there. If that you don't fuck with that, that's understandable, but at the same time, everything here as like an all-around package of like the dungeon design and the exploration and the feeling of discovery and the way that levels, connect and wrap onto themselves. It's all an incredibly fun experience, and I genuinely love Shadow Tower Abyss, which is the more linear version of Kingsfield, and you also get a gun. But this hits a lot of the same notes of the better Kingsfield games, and does it, I think, in a modern and interesting way. Also, the voice actor of Alucard does the initial voiceover and voices one of the bosses in this game. That kind of fucks. This game did not come out this year. It did not come out this year. Also, Lunacid came out this year, Pseudo Regalia came out this year, and Alpath came out this year. This game came out in 2017. Baldur's Gate came out of early access this year, but two of my friends and I, treat this like a D&D session and played this for like 100 hours. We beat the game. I finally beat the goddamn game. I've owned it since 2018. It's good. It's Baldur's Gate without the skill checks in some spots, which makes it less engaging, but the combat's still really fun. The story is there. I don't really think I played Divinity for the character development per se. I think that's the difference between this game and Baldur's Gate. I think the world's cool and some of the characters are cool, but I think Baldur's, on the whole, I'm much more invested and interested in the characters, but the gameplay and the way that the systems collide and interact with each other is really, really cool, and was enough for me to sit down and play this game for 100 hours and not feel like I wasted my time. That's an achievement. This game did not come out this year. This game came out over 10 years ago, and I wanted to replay it as an adult with a fully formed brain and not a really dumb 16-year-old. And I gotta say, I appreciate this game so much more as an adult than I did as a kid. Or a teenager, I should say. Holy shit, the writing's sharp, funny, tons of really good characterization, really good choices. Building your character actually feels meaningful. I went speech this time and bartering. I convinced multiple people to kill themselves. You can just do insane shit in this game, and you always feel like a genius because you're like, oh, I have this cool new solution that I've never seen before. And then you go back and play it again, and then you do it a different way. And the way that it hooks you around, fish hooks you through New Vegas the first time, but if you want to go a different way, you can. It's just cool. I really enjoyed the main story a lot. I think that the only downside of this game that I can think of, besides the fact that you need to mod it to like run in current year on current operating systems, and for some small quality of life stuff, but who gives a shit about that? The DLC kind of blows. I don't know if that's like a hot take or something, but I think the majority of the DLC that I played, besides Lonesome Road, I think is that one, the last one, I did not like the tone or writing in any of them in comparison to base game. It felt really not nearly as strong. I don't know if that's just me, but some of the weapons were good. I enjoyed the DLC weapons. I mean, Gunner's Arsenal also is just like the only non-story DLC, and it has a ton of guns. Those are cool. But yeah, I don't know. Did not enjoy the DLC, but base game, it's still one of the best games ever made. I'm gonna play this probably like every few years until I stop playing video games, which who knows when that will be. 24 killers. If you have any interest in games like Moon, Remix RPG, or any of the games in that realm of weird, quirky social simulators, but they aren't Animal Crossing and they have like an objective to do something in like a quirky, fun way with well-written and interesting characters and fun aesthetics, this game hits that on the head in a way that I think no other games besides Moon can really hit. This is a love letter to those kinds of games. And I really can't emphasize enough that this was such a fun fucking experience. It was so good. I had such a great time playing this. I sat down and played this and streamed this for a bit, and then I was like, I'm just going to turn off the stream and just be non-verbal and play this for like 3 days straight. And I did that, and I had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. This game did not get nearly enough love that it deserved, and I really hope that more people find this out and play this and engage with this because it's so goddamn fucking good. This game came out in 2022. I bounced off of it a few times, and now I think it's one of my favorite games I've ever made. It's in the top 5. The normal comparisons you can make with this game are Zelda, Dark Souls, and yada yada yada, whatever. But I think that this is a game that you should truly, if you love exploration and discovery in video games and want something fresh, I think you should play this game without looking into it at all. I think you should buy it and you should play it and just go at it. And when it clicks, it clicks. Like I said, I bounced off this game 3 times, but when it finally came together, I realized what I was engaging with and what I was playing, and I understood it, and it was just a symphony. I think about this game constantly. It's like Disco Elysium in my brain, where there's just so many things I can think about that I'm like, damn, I wish more games did this. This game shouldn't exist, but it does, and I'm so thankful that it does. That was my list for this year. Sort of. This is the games that I'm looking forward to next year. Half Sword. Physics-based, incredibly violent sword fighting. I'm sure you may have seen some clips of this on YouTube or on Twitch if you're inundated with that culture. If you're not, you swing your mouse around to swing your sword, people scream and arms fall off, and it's cartoonishly fucking insanely violent, and it's just a really fun game, and I really have no idea what it's going to turn into. Right now it's a weird run-based roguelike where the longer you last, the stronger the enemies get and the more enemies that actually spawn, and they get better armor and weapons, and you start off naked and then eventually become a full knight in shining armor, and you're cutting off people's arms while they scream and beg for their life. It's bizarre, and I don't know what direction it's going to go, but I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes, because the core systems of the game right now are so goddamn fun. Lauren's Allure, it's a first-person climbing game with really good PS1 aesthetics and really nice, crispy sound design. I'm a sucker for climbing shit, and this game hits that on the head perfectly. Soda Power Penguin, this is a precision platformer where you play as a penguin with a little soda-powered jetpack, and this game makes me think, wow, holy shit, another game with like as good controls and good precision platforming as Celeste is finally going to come out. The demo for this game is phenomenal, and every time I sit down and play it, I'm like, wow, this dev has the sauce. They understand what makes these kind of games cool and good and fun, and I am so looking forward to this. This is like one of my most anticipated games next year. This is the second most anticipated game I have for next year, Radio of the Universe. I've been following this game's Kickstarter since, like, I feel 2015 feels right to say. This got Kickstarted around the same time that Hyper Light Drifter did. I'm pretty sure. Which is bonkers, but they came out with a demo, and it has, like, a weird, cool math game combat system. I cannot explain it in any other way besides that. But it's really fucking cool, and the aesthetics and atmosphere are super thick, and the way that you engage with the combat is unlike anything I've played in a game, and I want more of it. I loved the demo, and I'm really looking forward to where everything goes from here, because this is such a unique and cool world, aesthetic, and the gameplay systems are something I've just haven't played before. It's cool. It's a good twist. My most anticipated game for next year, one of my most anticipated games for next year, is Snap the Sentinel. This is a GZ Doom shooter with the aesthetics of Sonic, and everything about this just feels tailor-made for me as a human being. Every time I look at this game, I just have the biggest shit-eating grin on my face. It's so fun. The power-ups are there. The way that the game flows, it doesn't even feel like it's in GZ Doom for the most part. The movement does feel like it, but the shooting and there's a kick mechanic, and everything just comes together so perfectly for this game. And I'm so looking forward to it. Everything I've seen about it, this game does not get nearly enough love, and I have no idea why. Everything about this game should just be popular, and I really hope it does become popular, because my god, it's so good. I want to see this dev make more stuff, because they are incredibly talented, and this game, in its current state, demo, rules. I want more games like this, and I hope this game does well, because my god, it's good. I have no ending slide, so I'm going to leave you with this ending slide. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good new year, and I said fuck a lot. Happy 2024.